What is going on, everybody? Welcome to TTS Xbox Podcast, episode 60. And what a week it has been. What a week it has been, especially Monday. Before I get into that, look, I'll only say one thing as of right now before we get into the topic and give some of the guys a shout out. Monday, for us Xbox guys, it was absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic for us guys. But guys, welcome to TTS Xbox Podcast. I have my homie. He's here every week in, week out. He's the host of WBG Xbox Podcast. He loves talking that shit with me. He's the one and only. Griggity, what's going on, killer?
Sean, my man, what an amazing week for us Xbox fans, and not just us Xbox fans that like to talk shit. Incredible. But guess what, Sean? There's still more to talk about, my man. What's up with you?
What's up, player, man? Monday was amazing, especially for WBG. We broke records on that. So shout out to everybody who dropped by, and hopefully we'll continue to grow like that. It was just amazing. Amazing.
Man. Okay, bro. When we kept on seeing the live viewer number go up, because I believe our previous high was like 380.
Close to 4. It's been like close to 4.
It was really close to 4. Then I saw it hit 4. Like, oh shit, Sean, we over 400. Then it kept on going up to where we hit 551 live viewers. Never in my life would I have thought, since I started my YouTube journey, I would see some shit like that. Wow.
Amazing,
you guys are awesome, man. You guys are awesome.
Definitely, man. Definitely. It was amazing to see
hot news, man. It was hot news.
Yeah, and before we get into it, let me give a shout out to the awesome TTS family members. We have Ray. Shout out to you, homie. Joy Kraken, SP, that's Champagne Dove, that is. Jigai J, Phantom Knife, G Stealth, Emmanuel A1, The Angry Therapist MD, The Blue One, Stone King X, Shane Tomlin, Hassan Abu Zaid, Maurice Branch, Kendrick Starr, Hector the Macho Man.
Oh, yeah.
Wick the motherfucking Click, Lighten Manny, Dirt Griggity, Chill Carlos, Ben X Moken, and the awesome Justin March. Shout out to the TTS family member, and shout out to every one of you guys in the chat. Please hit that like button. Share this out, player. We'll be talking. Oh shit! Darkness has come. Darkness has arrived.
Check this out, Ming Jing. All right.
Yeah, man. Amazing. So shout out to every one of you guys in the chat as well. I see you guys talking that shit. A lot of fun in that. What is good, man? Now, guys, before we get into it. Yeah, what's going on, Miss Marvel? What's good, man? Cooper's in the chat, man. Yo, Devin, Hyper Fan Gaming, what is good, killer? Hope you well. Now, before we get into it, listen, everybody's been talking about this topic. We don't need to go into the nitty-gritty details. We will talk about some of the key points in that. But honestly, going back to Monday, if I had to put it into words, what happened? Words like this will come to my mind like shocked, shook, emotional, heartbroken, damage. And honestly, if we combine all of them words together, I can picture something like this, player.
Because I know somewhere deep down in my heart, I still love you.
You soft motherfuckers. Listen, all I gotta say is Monday was crazy to see what went down. In these documents, in this information regarding the FTC, this ABK deal versus with Xbox, seeing what was said by Sony. This ain't from the PlayStation guys. This ain't from the Xbox guys. From Sony. It was interesting to see their take on what Call of Duty is, what Call of Duty does, what it does to the gaming, especially with their platform. Now, I know some of you guys are going to be like, hey, Sean, hey, Dirt. These ponies are going to be saying this, didn't it? Come on, guys. It's been a week now. Get over there.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't give a fuck. It's been a week, and we're going to continue talking that shit. Yeah, but Sean, you said you wouldn't talk about this today.
I don't give a fuck what I said, nigga.
Now, getting back to this article and that, I mean, these are documents and that. I'm gonna I'll get into it and I'll set you up on that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, guys, if you guys look, some of the guys are making some key points in there, shocking that. But listen, When Sony, listen, you PlayStation guys, you ponies. When Sony SIE says that none of our studios can can't make something on the caliber of Call of Duty. All of the studios now, PlayStation has them Game of the Year studios. You name it, Sony Santa Monica, Naughty Dog, Sony Bend, and all these like you name them, Sucker Punch, incredible studio, Game of the Year winner within studios they are. But when it comes to making a game like Call of Duty, they said they can't compete. They don't even have a chance, and that's what broke a lot of people's heart because these guys talk about these are the best of the best. Sony is the best of everything. When it comes to their studios, they can do anything in that. And let's be honest, if you want to be the best, you got to be diverse. Just like with Microsoft Studios. When you look at Microsoft Studio, the coalition, they make a campaign. They make multiplayer with it. You look at 343 with the Halo, they make a campaign. They make multiplayer with it. Even with the Forza games. All of this, even with CFTs with Rare, look, they make live service game with campaign as well, and that's a big thing. That's more for diverse studio. But getting back to this, the host, you know what I'm going to call him there? The host father. When the host father comes out and says...
the horse father?
Yeah. So when the host father, the SIE comes out and says, we cannot make a game on that same scale as Call of Duty, it's a wrap, straight up. They know what that game does. Every year, we talk about this. I know you guys don't know this. Regardless if the game gets a 60 or 70 Metacritic, what that game does is a juggernaut, an absolute juggernaut. And I'll be honest with you there, it's understandable why they're scared for. Because when you look at the PlayStation platform, look at the charts, it's the number one selling game on the PlayStation platform. No shit they worry, and no shit they don't want this deal to go through in such a way. One of the biggest thing with this document, shout out to Brazil for getting this information. Obviously, we can read it as public and that. They know the biggest thing they're scared about, guys, is that they want to make sure that a game like Call of Duty remains multi-platform. I remember leading up to the ZeniMax deal when it's closing. Oh, look what they're saying. Look what Phil's saying. Legacy titles, all games will remain multi-platform. That's what they're afraid of. In the future, could a game like Call of Duty, a powerhouse like Call of Duty that influences people's choice of consoles, will it remain multi-platform? That's what they're afraid of. Now, it's been a week.
Yeah.
Monday was incredible. You've done a couple of podcasts as well throughout the week. Now, after a couple of days, what do you make of this situation right now?
After a couple of days, you just sit back and you just think about everything that's been said. And I have to be honest, I don't remember Sony panicking when Xbox bought ZeniMax. I don't remember them crying during the process of Xbox buying ZeniMax. I do remember when they bought Minecraft, Sony hit up Xbox and said, yo, are you guys keeping Minecraft multi-plat? Yes, we are. Okay, thank you. And that was the end of it. But why are they petrified about COD? That's the question, right? Now, Sean, you already said it. COD is their biggest selling game every year. All of those quote-unquote PlayStation bangers doesn't sell like COD does. COD means more to PlayStation than Horizon series. That shit. Let's be honest. They don't want to lose it. Even though they still have a marketing deal the next, I think, 2 or 3 CODs, they are scared to death of Xbox Game Pass. They said it in these documents. Comparing like Xbox Game Pass, a subscription service is stiff competition when you think about a subscription service, which is a low entry fee when you compare it to a $70 game. They are shook. They are absolutely shook, Sean. And everybody has done videos about this. It's like, what? Like, people are they just don't know exactly how to take Xbox. Yes, everybody knows Xbox is going to own Call of Duty. PlayStation does have some type of contract in play, but they don't know what's going to happen after that contract is up. They can't afford to lose COD, man. Even if it remains multi-plat, which it will be multi-plat. Sean, they know people are going to gravitate towards the Xbox. Word of mouth is going to get around. Yo, man, my brother got an Xbox Series X or Series S, and every Call of Duty is in this damn service called Xbox Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
The casuals love Call of Duty. They love it. Bro, if you're a casual, just say right now, even though COD is not in the service right now, Fortnite, Apex, all of the sports titles, it's in Xbox Game Pass, right? I know like Fortnite and shit is free, but you guys catch my drift. All that shit is in Xbox Game Pass. So, bro, I'm telling you, they're just really shook because they just don't know what's going to happen. That's
I agree with you.
They don't know what's going to happen.
They don't know what's gonna happen. Looney Boy, shout out to you, homie, with the $5. Because I'm at work, so I can't catch the whole show, but gotta support my guys. TTS. I still find it hilarious that Sony admitted COD move units, not their own IPs.
Facts.
Oh,
they admitted it. They definitely admitted that. Sean, if you want me to read some more from this article, because I
you
love
go for it.
article.
Do the key points, and we'll definitely talk shit.
Yeah, man. Like I was saying the other day on WBG, this is just crazy to me, bro. Let me go to it.
Shout out to the 70 people, man. Hit that
70
like
people
button.
here.
POSs.
See, where we going? So I'm gonna go to right here. So it says specifically, the manufacturer points out that Call of Duty is an essential game, a blockbuster, a AAA type game that has no rival, and a release that can influence users' console choice. Sean, what do we say all the time? Of course, bro. That's why people make exclusives. You want people to come to your platform, to your ecosystem. Yes, Call of Duty is that huge. And it's been huge for PlayStation in general. During the Xbox 360 generation, Call of Duty was known for Xbox 360. It was just that massive of an IP. But in the PS4 generation, the casuals chose the PlayStation 4. And in 2015, Xbox lost the marketing rights. PlayStation 4 picked up the marketing rights. They've been marketing Call of Duty ever since. And it's been making them millions of dollars a year. Let me read this. Each annual Call of Duty release takes approximately 3 to 5 years to develop. As Activision releases one Call of Duty game per year, this equates to an annual investment of hundreds of millions of dollars. They're up there admitting no other game on their platform makes this type of money. None of their God of Wars, none of those one and done games. Listen, I love those games, but they are what they are. There's no revenue. After you beat them games, there's no more revenue coming. After you buy it, that's it. Call of Duty is a multi-plat that releases yearly, and it makes PlayStation the most money. I'm just saying, bro.
Just saying, yeah, you're 100% right about that. When it comes to this, you gotta understand what it takes to make a game like Call of Duty, and they understand this. They know they can't offset them studios, and it must have been a sad day for these ponies when SIE, the host father, came out and said that none of our studios really could rival that. They could make a high quality game, maybe. When it comes to FPS shooter, so far they're not really been successful on that part. This when it comes to last generation, especially, but they know they can't rival it. And that 30% cut play, they talk about hundreds of millions of dollars. That 30% cut is gonna hurt them if it does go away in the next 2 to 4 years.
Sean, not even if it goes away. Going back to the sentence, a release that can influence console choice. Even if it stays multi-plat, Sean, which they said is going to. Xbox said is going to stay multi-plat. But that shit being in Game Pass, that shit being under Xbox, being Xbox first party, bro, it is going to influence people to change the console. And PlayStation sees that. They're like, hold on, man. Holy shit. You know, then they're like, yo, we can't. Hold on, let me go to this part. No other developer can devote the same level of resources and expertise in any game development. Even if they could, Call of Duty is overly entrenched, so that no rival, no matter how relevant, can catch up. It continued that the series defines the first-person shooter category. Excuse me. And provided comparisons to Battlefield to illustrate that there is no contest between the brands. Players will be likely to switch to alternate games, as they would lose the familiarity, those skills, and even friends they made playing the game. Even in the weaker years, Call of Duty 2021 still was one of the best-selling games of the year, blah, blah, blah. So they're saying, bro, look, no other developer can do that. And if they could, Call of Duty franchise is so entrenched in the culture, it's going to be very difficult to catch up. There could be a first-person shooter just as good as Call of Duty. But guess what? Nobody's going to really rock out with it because Call of Duty is still around. And the name itself carries weight. That reminds me, Sean, back in the day, in the PS2 original Xbox generation. Every year, I felt NBA 2K, NFL 2K, they had the better games. But nobody gave it a chance because NBA Live, Madden was the go-to sports games for the casuals. And it took them years to gain attention. Like, yo, give our game a try. And it took them years, and it took them to drop the price to $20 and release before Madden.
Yep.
Then when that happened, people gave it a try. Like, oh, shit, this game is good. So what other game can do that? Because Call of Duty is a monster. A monster. No other game is going to be able, like the first year, yo, look at you, we're a Call of Duty rival. Battlefield couldn't do it. So that's what PlayStation is saying. We can't fuck with it. We need this game. We need this game.
To remain in multi-plat, man. Get a super chat player.
Yeah, man. Let me close this out. Can't see. Looney Boy with the $5. PlayStation spent all that money marketing a game IP they don't own. Built a whole player base. That strategy is blowing up in their face. Absolutely, man. Let me get Six Slayer. For Sony to say these things is prerequisite for them to know that their exclusivity deals have the same impact they've always known. Absolutely. We're going to get it to what Xbox said, called them out for their damn hypocrisy.
Yeah.
Xbox called their ass out for that. Their damn
with their games as well. Yeah,
I couldn't say it. Hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy. Yeah, our English is dog shit.
I'm terrible today. Carl Weave with the $5. Breaking news: Carl Weave has acquired WBG and TTS for an undisclosed amount. What's up, you POS? Damn, boss man, you our boss now, ain't you? Piece of shit. Thanks, bro. But yeah, Sean, this is
definitely a hot topic in that. And no matter what, when
smoking
people it's definitely a hot topic in that. And no matter what, like if the PlayStation dudes are trying to downplay this, they know what's up. And we always talk about this leading up to this. As the deal is getting closer, it's closing in right now, guys. We're 4 months out, 5 months, maximum 5 months out. We've seen all the information again, like obviously the FTC is getting the reports. Most of the countries are like good with it. Do you know what was funny though? There, everybody else were okay with it. EA were cool with it. Rockstar, these other big companies were cool with it. But with Sony wasn't cool with it because why? Because it could hurt their pocket. Well, it will hurt their pockets, and in the future, it could hurt them even more because they know what that game does. And it's interesting that when Sony acknowledges that, look, to make a game to like rival Call of Duty, the amount of studios and manpower you need to make a game like that, and Call of Duty were dropping these games every year. Every year they're dropping this game. Obviously, the next one's one after this one is going to be 2 years then. But they were dropping this game every year. It takes 7 to 8 studios to make something like this, to pump out them games. That's when they know. That's when you got to understand what kind of a juggernaut this game is, really. When you talk about it influences, it could influence console users buying like a new console or swapping consoles. Do you remember that retailer in France or some shit? When he put up on the shelf, he goes, "Choose your console wisely."
Choose wisely. Yep.
choose wisely in that, because obviously they wasn't too sure what was going on with the Call of Duty games or the other future games as well. Once Microsoft announced they're going to be buying Activision. But getting back to this, man, the guys in the chat, honestly, the amount of people have been trying to like damage controllers or just staying quiet because they know what's up. When the host father says we can't compete, our Game of the Year studios can't compete or rival with it, that is saying something, player. But what was interesting there, they were trying to put this out there, like, listen, FTC, nobody can compete against this game. Nobody can compete, you know. But then what happened? The Xbox came back at them. They put the reports in as well.
Yep. Yeah. So first off, like PlayStation, Sean, like before we go to the Xbox part, PlayStation is flat out trying to stop the deal. They're trying to stop the deal because even though the game will remain multi-plat, they know things will change. They know people are going to gravitate to the Xbox because of Game Pass. And not just that, bro. The future of Xbox, the Xbox Series S is going to sell like crazy. They're going to start bundling that shit. Bro, they know, they see the writing on the wall. You know, so they're trying to stop this deal. They're trying their best to stop this deal. Hey,
they're definitely gonna try their best.
Let me say this right quick before we get to the Xbox portion. I just think PlayStation made a bad okay. Last generation is coming back to bite them in the ass. Let me explain. While the PlayStation was the console of choice for casuals, they had great first-party games. But there was a transition where actually the transition started back in the 360 generation. There was a transition, but it really hit last generation with the live service games.
Yep.
When that shit started, PlayStation they relied on third party. What does this remind you of, Sean? Remember the 360 generation where besides Halo, Gears, and Forza, Xbox relied on third party? Like time, like third party timed exclusives.
Exclusives, yeah.
Yep. Timed exclusives. And what happened? It came back to bite them in the ass because they didn't have any fucking studios. And when they lost that market share, those timed exclusives they had went to PlayStation. So that came back to bite them in the ass. Guess what? Last generation is biting PlayStation in the ass now. Even though they sold great, they had great single player games. That live service multiplayer shit really, really took off last generation, especially live service games
100%.
that you can monetize, and PlayStation had none, and they're playing catch up now. But what happens when you rely on third party? Shit like this can happen. Your biggest third party game, Xbox, is about to swoop them up, and you're going to be fucked.
You're right, but that's how I remember when we were doing the podcast back in the 2018 and 2017s. I remember like when one of the arguments was, why doesn't Sony like make a good multiplayer game?
Yeah.
And what was the excuse? Or we let the third party do that.
I remember that, Sean. I remember,
do you remember that shit?
Hell yeah, bro! Thanks for bringing that up. That's exactly what they said.
They did say that. I remember that.
I remember that. See, Xbox guys, one of our narratives last generation was PlayStation don't have no multiplayer games. And I remember multiple ponies saying they'll rely on third party for that. Damn, Sean, I forgot about that. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, man. Onyx with a $2 go, look, dirt. You play COD? You POS?
Yeah. Hey, you sound like PS game. Yeah, I play the campaign. I don't be playing the multiplayer much.
Yeah, Looney Boy with the $2 once again. The Series S will become the Call of Duty box with a price drop of $200.
Facts, bro. Just imagine that you get the Xbox Series S with Game Pass. You get all the cards, the new cards, bro. That man, come on, man.
Yo, it's gonna be interesting.
Right on the wall, Sean.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna be talking about that Game Pass. We'll tack it with the Family Pass as well. But what we're gonna do? We're gonna move to that when Xbox fired back on that. Xbox did fire back. Xbox came back and responded to Sony when Sony goes, this game is untouchable, basically. That's what they were saying about the Call of Duty, and we don't want this to happen. But then it influences console users as well. But when Xbox responded back to this, and they said that on our platform, we don't have a game that rivals God of War. We don't have a game that rivals Uncharted. They came back and they started talking that shit. This is a fight we were talking about. I know they want to play like Kumbaya, be holding hands and all that bullshit. We all play. No, play the game. This is one of the biggest deals in game. Well, this is the biggest deal in gaming history right now. You playing ball, and I absolutely love the response from Xbox when they said a game like God of War that could influence console users. We don't have a game on that level on our side. A game like Last of Us or Uncharted, we don't have a game like that that could influence console users, gravitate people to go to that console because of a game like that. And I absolutely love this response from Xbox there. What's your take on it?
Oh, why don't my Xbox Zoom in work?
I don't know. Why doesn't your Zoom in shit
man,
work?
that shit don't fucking work. My Xbox Zoom in don't work like Xbox Zoom in, bitch.
Pussy. You got the Connect 1.0, that's why.
Yeah, I got a 360 Connect. This is bullshit. Well, I don't know if y'all can see it, but I'm going to read. This is just one paragraph of what Xbox responded. They said Sony and Nintendo have strong and differentiated offerings, including their own exclusive titles. For example, IDC has identified that key Sony exclusive titles in 2018 include God of War and Marvel's Spider-Man, in addition to other prominent titles such as The Last of Us and Uncharted. These titles partly reflect Sony's vertical integration. For example, Sony's film studio owns the rights to Spider-Man, but also its broader strategy of obtaining rights that make third-party games exclusive to its console. Damn, Shaman. My throat. Third-party games exclusive to its console. In fact, in paragraph 205, they mentioned Final Fantasy VII as an exclusive from Sony, and surprisingly, it includes a redacted note from Microsoft, meaning it was something that Microsoft said that they kind of covered up. Redacted. So clearly right there, Sean, they're saying, now let's put this in layman terms. You already said it. They have their own exclusives. Yes, they do. They have The Last of Us. They have Uncharted. They have God of War, Spider-Man. And they kind of hinted that Sony used their owning the Spider-Man movie rights to their advantage.
That must be the redacted part.
Possibly, but then they mention how these pieces of shit it has third-party games as exclusives. Specifically Final Fantasy. Y'all are straight up making these deals with third-party games that have been third parties in the past, and you don't own these games. You don't own this company. You don't own these publishers, but you're still making third-party games exclusive to your platform, but you want to cry because Xbox purchased a publisher. That's hypocrisy, man. They're crying, no, don't take this game away from us. Stop this deal. Because they don't need this. Like Call of Duty will hurt us. It will hurt our bottom line. It will destroy us. But at the same time, y'all are taking games away from Xbox. Look at all of the timed exclusive deals they have done this generation already. 2 of a studio of a publisher that Xbox owned, Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo. Look at the Final Fantasy. Look at Square Enix. Forspoken. Final Fantasy VII Remake. What happened with all of that? None of that shit is coming to the Xbox. But now y'all want to cry because Xbox purchased Activision Blizzard or going to purchase them? No, stop the deal. They're going to hurt our bottom line. No. Come on, bro. Soft bitch.
That's what I love about it, man. And on top of that, they will continue talking that shit Xbox as well. On top of that, they put out a tweet. Let's see now. I'll share my. Now they look at it carefully. Xbox zoom in. Look at that shit, play.
I don't know why my zoom in don't work.
Look at that. Xbox zoom in
what
again.
Did you press?
I'll use the trackpad.
Oh, I was like, you on a laptop. Right.
Yeah. Now look at this. They came out on that. They go, the healing era is over. It's over. We are now in the DPS era. That means damage per second, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's what it means. We always talk about last generation there. I don't know if you want to take it back to these guys. We always talk about last generation play, you know, and we talk about over them years they were building back again. They were building a studio, building the Xbox brand back from the start once again, rebuilding, and it's taken them a long time. Let's be honest, guys. Taking them a good, hefty, well, a full generation. Let's be honest.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
It took them a full generation and that. And I know 2018 was the start of that movement. 2018 was definitely start of that movement. And right now, 4 years into this, 4 years later, in current gen right now, we've seen what's happening right now. We've seen it playing out, and it's incredible to see what is next. I think what's one of the biggest things they're afraid of as well is what's next. Then, if they can pull this off, if they can bring Activision, imagine in the future they do decide to take Call of Duty and make it exclusive. What are they gonna do next with other future titles? We always hear about the legacy titles. You know, Warzone will remain multi-platform. Elder Scrolls Online and all these type of games, they always talk about them games will remain multi-platform. But in the future, once a deal is done, maybe 2 years down the line, 2-3 years down the line, what's gonna happen? Who knows what's gonna happen? And one of the biggest things, the reason why they got like ZeniMax and these studios, is because of exclusive content for your console. That's how you bring people in. And I'm sure with this Activision deal, they want to bring people in to the service. And one of the biggest services to talk about is Game Pass.
Yep.
They want to sell that shit to everybody. They want everybody to subscribe to that. That's why you're seeing it on mobiles, PC browsers, TV, coming to the TV this year as well. What is next? They want everybody to subscribe to that service. And that's why they're buying these studios and publishers. They're not buying it for the fun of it. Yeah, we're just doing it because of the big boys are coming in. That is one part of it. But they want to take over. They want to be ahead of the game. When PlayStation talks about they're like 60-70% of the market, and in Brazil it's 80-90% of the market. I mean 70-80% of the market when it comes to the Game Pass subscription. Xbox is ahead of the game. This is the whole point of buying studios and publishers, so you can be ahead of the game. You get ready to build.
Yep.
It's a building phase, and when that time comes, once it hits, you be untouchable. You're untouchable then. Everything just starts rolling. That's it. Everything starts working like clockwork, and that was the same with other services like Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, Apple. Once you start off, this service is okay. It's mid. It's average.
Yeah.
But once it starts, like Disney Plus, the first year was dog shit.
Yeah, it was.
now it started to roll. Netflix, the first 5-6 years were dog shit.
Dog shit, yeah. Like Netflix was trash for like a few years, bro.
Yeah, I felt like 2016 was a turning point for Netflix, I believe. But that's what I'm trying to say. All of a sudden, people say, "Oh, Game Pass has no value right now. There's nothing in Game Pass." That's never gonna. It's not gonna last like that forever. It's gonna turn, and once it turns that corner, it's gonna be untouchable, and that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, man, I agree. You sound like I always use the sports analogy. How when you're rebuilding your team, you might go through like a few down years, and bro, that's what Xbox is doing, and that's what happened with the second half of the Xbox One generation. They went through a few down years, but guess what? They're rebuilding, and everything they've been planning is here, bro. They've been planning the cloud stuff. They've been planning the PC stuff. They've been planning to be able to play, where you want. We just saw something that 4 million people play Fortnite on cloud through iOS.
That's why that's iPhone. We're talking
that's
about
just iPhone. Bro.
The Apple market, yeah.
Yeah, the Apple market. 4 million people play through cloud. I'm telling you, man, everything they plan is coming. It's here, pretty much. It's pretty much here. They're just going to make it even better over the years, man. So I just think that PlayStation wasn't prepared for the future like that. While they made them good games last generation, good single-player games, God of War, Last of Us, and all that stuff, this isn't the Xbox PS2 generation anymore. Those games used to take 2 years to make and wasn't as expensive as it is now. These games are way too expensive to be doing just single player games. And for those dumbasses that say, no, they're still single player. Yeah, of course, there's always going to be some single player games. Just look at what PlayStation is doing right now. Just look at what PlayStation is doing right now. All these live service games in development. I'm just telling you, man. So Xbox, well, Sean, what we've been preaching, especially me, even before WBG, bro. Yeah. I'm out there fighting a good fight, just trying to stay positive, knowing that Xbox has a plan for the future. If you would have told Dirk Griggity back in 2017 what 5 years later Xbox would have done, if you would have told my black ass back there I was 41, I'm old as shit. I was 41 in 2017. Like, yo, N-word, do you know Xbox is going to own Bethesda, ZeniMax? Do you know they're going to buy Ninja Theory, Playground, Compulsion? You know, do you know they're going to actually buy Activision Blizzard? Like, what? I would have said, what?
The Call of Duty developers.
Like they're going to own the Call of Duty IP? Like, hold on, wait a minute. You may tell me.
I personally think sorry to interrupt. I think no one back about 4 or 5 years ago, nobody would have predicted that.
Nobody.
The Call of Duty developers.
Nobody. Bro, if I would have told Sean 786 in 2017, back when he was on Z Channel fighting with Puerto Rico and those guys, yo, Sean, in 2022, Xbox is going to own Doom, Halo, Call of Duty, Diablo, Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Wolfenstein. You would have said, shut the hell up. You would have said, listen, Dut, I don't really know you, Dut, but shut the fuck up, Dut, lying to me. Sometimes you got to sit back and think about that. What? They're going to own the Evil Within IP, Dishonored? No way, man. No way. It's just crazy. And to see these PlayStation fanboys, Sean, they're holding on by a string. They don't, bro. Listen, they don't know what to say. I saw your boy said, y'all, this is bullshit. He said, first of all, he said The Last of Us leaking was bullshit. That probably wasn't even real, real shit. Now he's saying that this, like, nigga, how do you know PlayStation really said that, my nigga? Bro, they don't know what to say anymore. Look at this guy, J.R. Ewing. Never buy COD again. If you buy COD from now on, you're supporting Xbox. Even if you buy it this year, spending time in that game in the future benefits Xbox. Look at him. That's like that PS Gamer guy. He review bombed Deathloop. The reason for, he said, it's owned by an Xbox studio. I would not support an Xbox studio. And this is the same guy that constantly say, Dirk, you didn't play that game. Did you play the game, Dirk? Did you play Deathloop before you gave it a 0? Because it's an Xbox studio? See, Sean, so when I go back to these ponies, this is what I like to see. Like I said, Sean, you used to be battling on Z Channel with these ponies all the time. And you remember the shit they said. Like you just said earlier today. Earlier in this podcast, you said they used to be like,
third party, third party.
Sony will rely on third party for multiplayer. Then I remember we used to say like, okay, well we'll like rely on third party for single player.
For single player.
No, you can't do that.
I remember that shit was hilarious, man. I remember going back and forth. Like, a lot of people don't know. I know one or two people say when you go back on that channel and that, and obviously I just can't be asked, to be honest with you. But like, it's funny to see like the battles that people say, oh, you don't do debates, you don't do battles against ponies and that. I laugh when I hear that shit.
What the debate?
It cracks me up. And I've been against the killers, the juggernauts of the PlayStation community, guys.
Man, you used to be battling J-Dub and Puerto Rico and all them guys every week.
Yeah, that's them the guys I'm talking about. I was gonna share my screen, but let me get this quickly. G-Stealth with the $5. Damn ponies don't know what to do anymore. Play.
They don't know what to do, man. They don't know what to do. They also talk. Listen, man. Like Sean be doing game night, like community game night, which is dope. But I'm gonna tell you one thing I'm not gonna do. Ponies, play me in Tekken. Fuck you. I'm not playing you in shit. I don't like you. I don't want to play the game with you. Come on, challenge me. I'm not challenging you in shit. Come on, Dirk. 1-on-1 in Call of Duty. Who the hell plays Call of Duty 1-on-1? Come on, Dirk. Let's play Halo. Me and you. What?
That's the answer. Have you noticed that?
Yes,
the answer is, do you even play all of the games?
Do you even play the game?
Let's play 1-on-1. Let's go. Why do you care about Microsoft money?
Right. I can't stand it. Hey, yo, dude told me that dude always, man, piece of shit. Go ahead, sir.
So this is, I want to share this now. Before I play this clip, I'm gonna set this up. This is when Sony said, SIE, the host father, said that none of our studios can rival a developer like that. And this is what hurt them the most. This is one of the things that hurt them the most, guys.
We got to be more focused. So you're telling me that you cannot create, out of all the studios that you have, you cannot create anything that can rival Call of Duty. You cannot. Are you serious, Sony? You have people out here that will buy anything you make, anything you put out.
That's the shit I'm talking about, player. When the host fathers coming out saying that, that's what disheartens them. That's what hurts them. When they coming out, if us guys are coming out saying that we're full of shit, you don't know shit. 10 million sales, 20 million sales, franchises. But when SIE, the host father, comes out and says this, that's what hurts them the most, and that's what they've been quiet, player.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Sean. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, sorry, I just burped. Sorry, go for it.
Listen, shout out to my boy R&B. R&B said, I think it's last week he said, and he said it before, PlayStation is like that dude in the gym that's been working on their upper body for years. They're cut up, 6-pack, but they got them chicken legs because they only focus on their upper torso. They didn't focus on their lower half of their body, meaning they can do great single-player games. But what else can they do? When it comes to developing games, what else can they do? And the industry is changing right before their eyes. People don't seem to care as much as single-player games besides the hardcore. Yes, they'll sell. You know, Elden Ring proved they'll sell. There's always exceptions. But what's going on when you do these quality single-player games with no multiplayer, no way to increase your revenue on this particular game? What happens? You spend $200 million to make The Last of Us 2 and that bitch sell 10 million. That shit's bruh. So they know how to do single player games, but multiplayer games as a service is what's making these games make so much money. Grand Theft Online, Call of Duty Warzone, Fortnite. These games are making a killing. PlayStation wants that. But like I said earlier, Sean, last generation, as great as it was for PlayStation, it's coming back to bite them in the ass.
100%. Who would have thought like it would have been this quick that they started to notice, started to shift as well. It's just like when you mentioned about like when we were battling the ponies back in the days, you know, like when Jim Ryan took over, I remember Sean Layden before he dropped out, I think he quit or whatever happened to him and that. I remember he goes, it's difficult as time is going on. These games are getting more and more expensive. Games are taking much longer to make. It's not like they're not 2-3 years increments right now. They're 5 years, right? 5 years it takes. Games are even longer nowadays. They're like 25. Minimum game back then used to be 8 to 10, 12 hours. Like the single player
longer nowadays, bro.
Now they're all 20 plus hours minimum. Some of these games. Some games are 100 hours. It's insane to see some of these games. And I remember when the ponies were like champion when Jim Ryan came. Do you remember when Jim Ryan came and goes, we believe in generation? Do you remember the ponies were like this?
Yeah, motherfucker.
We want to move. When Jim Ryan came out and said, listen, we want to move the PlayStation 4 users to the PS5 as soon as possible.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Them PlayStation dudes were like this. We don't believe in putting our games on PC. We believe in our quality.
motherfucker.
They were talking that shit, player. Do you remember all that shit they used to say?
Hell yeah.
And then when Jim Ryan, once that show happened, that showcase in September, when they found out the games are cross generations, the games are coming to PC, ponies reacted like this.
And fuck that motherfucker.
That's what I'm talking about. And let me
funny.
get this. Hector the Macho Man for 3 months. Ponies are always pocket watching. They will buy anything with the Sony logo on it. Maybe they should send more hot dogs. Oh shit, dick pics to the Sony devs. Hashtag TTS. Oh shit.
Man. Yeah,
But
that's what's going on, Sean.
That's 100%. That's interesting. We're definitely going to move on to the Game Pass family share, and that's going to be another part. We'll move on to that. The Game Pass family share.
Hold on.
Sorry,
wait.
You want to add something?
Yeah, not yet. Hold on. Wait, let me say this right quick.
All right, go on.
Unrule Grid said Fire Spider is making a multiplayer FPS game. Yes, they are, bro. And they're going to be a lot more of Sony new developers making multiplayer games because they have to, bro. I don't think they want to. They have to. They had to overspend for Bungie because they need that expertise in multiplayer and games as a service. Like Xbox has Sea of Thieves, Forza Horizon 4 and 5 is games as a service, really. Halo Infinite is a little slow right now, but it will eventually be games as a service with consistent content. But bro, they stopped doing multiplayer games after the PS3. PS4, they decided to do all first-party single-player games. Everyone. The only one with multiplayer was Uncharted 4, and that was a BS multiplayer. So, like I said, it's coming back.
They never
committed to the multiplayer. Gears 5 is kind of game as a service. So you got to see, man. Xbox has been doing this for years. All of their big IP has campaign and multiplayer. Back then, like now, of course, they have some more games that's not multiplayer, but they have, bro. I'm telling you, Grounded is another game as a service. Like, bro, I'm telling you, it's crazy.
You know what's interesting though? I always said this when it came to the PS4, like the PS3 generation, they were making multiplayer games.
Mm-hmm.
They were making multiplayer games of PlayStation. The PS4 is the tend to switch, and they relied on the third party games. That's what they relied on.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the things I will want to talk about before we move on, and I'll get the super chat in a bit. If someone like Coalition, even so let's stick to the Coalition, that if them lot only made a single player game only, no multiplayer. Let's say they didn't have to make the multiplayer at the same time. You think Gears wouldn't look even more better, even more like polished, and the game would be more greater if they were just dedicated to making a single player game only?
Yeah, it would. Guaranteed.
It would be miles better. Yep. Miles better if Sony's are making dedicated single player games. If someone like the Coalition made a dedicated single player game only, spent all of the resources just on that campaign, it will look better, it will play better, and it'll be much better. Yep. But they make multiplayer at the same time. And that's where Sony is lacking. And that's why you've seen the likes of Naughty Dog talked about making a multiplayer game with a story inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen Sony Ben talked about they're going to make a campaign with a store with online multiplayer. You've seen Firesprite, Destiny. That's what they got Destiny for. Bungie for live services expertise. All of these moves are making. And people who love the PlayStation 4 generation, I don't think they're gonna like this new generation. I don't think they're gonna like the way Sony's. I'm talking about the hardcore right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're gonna like the way Sony's gonna be moving with a lot of the live services game.
Yep.
That's what I believe as well. Zinc Gears 5 is incredible, but I'm talking about, imagine they were dedicated to only that. It'll be on a different level. It'll be even better. G Stealth for the $5. Call of Duty's always been Xbox exclusive. Now it's just coming back to Xbox. Now we gotta hear ponies. Please, Mr. President, stop the deal. Talk that shit, player. Do you want to add anything onto this topic? I know, because listen, it's been a week now. People have been talking about it all week, and that it was fresh on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But people have been talking about it, and I think we're still going to continue to talk that shit no matter what.
Yeah. it's
part
still
of the week. It's still a hot
a
topic.
decent topic. It's still a hot topic. Like I said, I wanted to do a video about Xbox response.
It's fighting back, yeah.
It's fighting back. You know, like y'all hypocrites, but you know, yeah, you're right, bro. But you know, that's all I have for now. It's crazy.
One thing before I close this topic off, and that, just imagine, guys. Look, this is getting closer to the deal. I talked about this earlier in the show. Once a deal is done, what's gonna happen then? What's gonna happen then? I just only could imagine what's gonna be like on Twitter, social media, the amount of shit talking we're gonna be doing. I can't wait, and I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet these ponies will be gone. They'll be disappeared out there, nowhere to be seen. You know that when you do like a live show, when there's something negative about Xbox, something big, like a big negative news comes about Xbox. Do you remember your comment sections? All of a sudden, these ponies reappear.
Right.
They did that on your what was the negative news? Was Starfield. When Starfield got delayed. Do you remember them? They dropped 2-3 comments in that video or the podcast or something.
When Starfield and Redfall got delayed, I seen ponies I haven't seen in months in my comment section. I haven't seen these guys in months, literally months. They was in the comment section talking shit. Xbox really is trash. How can you still support Xbox? Well, please. J-Wags. Man, I ain't seen him in years. No, but yeah, honest with the $2. Coalition targets 60 frames per second, not 30 like Sony, Minecraft. Yo, even on the Xbox One X, that shit was 60, bro.
Bro, that shit was beautiful.
Yeah.
That shit was beautiful. And that when they were targeting 60, that was the right move. Honestly, you know that before I was like, yeah, 4K, because I had a 4K TV back in 2014 when I got it, early 2014. I was all about that 4K live. Now, fuck it, I got a 4K TV. Give me that 4K shit. But when the Xbox One X came out, and then when they did Gears of War, when they targeted 60 FPS with a dynamic resolution scaling, it changed me. It's just the same with this generation. That
it changed me.
it give me a new, like, I looked at it different. Then I'm like, yo, do you know what? The 60 FPS hits different, and the graphics were still looking good. And one of the things everybody was riding on last generation was the 4K shit, because obviously it was all about 1080p makes you a better gamer, and that's why we just kept talking that shit about 4K. But this generation, this current gen we're in right now, a lot of games are dynamic scaling. They're not native 4K games, but the games look great. They run great right now. Majority of them, especially the Xbox, the tools I'll be kicking in there. What was the latest game on Digital Foundry? I bet the ponies are not talking about this.
Okay, Shy, hold on, wait. Did you say the tools, my man?
The tools.
Oh, it's funny. PlayStation guys aren't mentioning anything about tools anymore. Okay, so we all know the last week, Bright Memory Infinite absolutely destroyed the Xbox Series X version, absolutely destroyed the PlayStation 5 version. Now, this week, look, man, listen, I don't care what game it is. They do a comparison video, we TTSing. Because at the start of the generation, they was finding any game to bash Xbox. But I remember that game, Little Nightmares 2. PlayStation had better ray tracing or some shit than Xbox. They was talking shit about that. So yes, today, like A Viff said, I'm sorry, your name. Multiverses. Check this out. They're both 4K 60, right? Native 4K 60. And for the most part, they're both locked at 60. Except there's one level in particular, the PS5 version drops to like 54, 53. And the character select screen, for whatever reason, on a PS5 drops to like 50 frames per second. SX is locked 60 throughout the game. And the S is locked 60 throughout the game. The S is running 1440p, 60 frames per second. The tools, Sean.
The tools. And on top of that, there's an update with the Series S, the development kit. They get more memory. Developers will be able to use the more memory on the console. And
That
the
was the
Series
one
S,
issue that you heard that some devs had about the S was the memory. They're allowing more memory on that pitch, bro.
I remember that. Do you remember? Oh,
Yeah.
10 gigs only? 10 gig? What? I
Yeah.
remember people were crazy over that shit about the Series S has been low on RAM. A lot of people said, listen, it's a 1080p box, 1440p box at best.
Mhm.
And once it seemed like it's coming to that point where I noticed the comparison, even like Digital Foundry's been slacking on them face off, but they did one today with the multiverses. It seemed that every game that's been coming out recently, the Quarry, multiverses, Bright Memory Infinite, all of the games, it seems like the Series X is outperforming it now.
Yeah, bro. It seemed like every one lately, the last couple months, it seemed like every game. And it's funny because the PlayStation guys. I saw one guy crying about Bright Memory Infinite. Oh the PlayStation version isn't optimized. And shut your crying ass up. Because that was the same thing that happened with the Xbox early this generation. Just like the dev kits were behind. Now they have them bitches, and you're starting to see. Tell you right now, bro. It's where were we talking about the roadmap? Where was we at? Oh, on Addict Show, we was talking about the roadmap, bro.
Was that an Addict Show? Yeah.
Yes. We was like, yo, man. Addict was like, yo, PlayStation roadmap ain't nothing but Spider-Man and Wolverine. And of course, this year, God of War. What? So Addict was like, what the fuck you gonna be playing? He told that to Big Claw. Big Claw said, well, I got plenty of games to play. He's like, what? Like, bro, they just don't want to say it. They don't want to admit it. Their roadmap is non-existent besides Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine.
The only games that's been announced, like we know, is Naughty Dog's multiplayer and then 2 games
That's it.
from first party.
I mean, you could say God
I'm
of War
talking about
Ragnarok.
that. Look at this big bitch here. Look at this big bitch. I was told that these consoles go out like hotcakes.
Yeah.
You don't even see them in the store. Look at Halo, the fat bitch. Look at her. Chubby cheeks. Chubby chaser. Remember Nutty Professor?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, man. That's the interesting thing. I've noticed the performance with this Xbox right now. Nobody talks about them right now. Start of this generation, they were talking that shit. 12 T flops, 12 T bugs they get talking about. Now they're not talking shit about it. And the Series S is getting more for performance mode now, more boost, more memory, an update to the drivers. Developers will take advantage of the Series S tools and features. Ooh, will the Series S become one of them consoles that actually gives the PlayStation it'll go toe to toe with the PlayStation? That's going to be interesting to see that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe with frame rates. I'm sure the PS5 will probably have better resolution, but
oh yeah,
they might battle on the frame rates.
That's going to be really interesting. But let's move on to this Game Pass family plan right now. And this is interesting. We heard about this. I can't remember who was the first guy. Was it Jeff Grubb, or was it?
I remember
about a family plan.
I remember. Was it? Didn't Tim Dog say something about that? Or one of
Tim
them
Dog
guys?
was one of the main first guys. Now,
yeah,
this is going to be somebody. Either was Jeff Grubb or I know Tim Dog was definitely one of the first few.
Maybe Rand.
Possibly.
It was one of those guys.
Yeah. Now, no, Kuba. This was like a while ago. They talked about Game Pass.
This was like earlier this year, or maybe even last year. Yeah, it was one of those guys.
Now, the interesting part. This is rolling out. Like only an Xbox goes. He sees the family plan right now on his console.
Really?
Now, yeah, he sees the family plan. What was crazy though? They're saying it was the Ireland and Colombia they were talking about. Over my side in the UK, Ireland's a bit separate, but they were talking about a Game Pass family plan. We've been hearing about this. I know Tim Dog and other guys were talking about this, and people were thinking about the price. What will the price be? How many people will this share? Now, official reports have been coming out. They've been testing this out, the Game Pass family plan, and it allows up to the additional 4 people. So that's 5 people on this Game Pass family plan. 5 people in total, including yourself, for $25, 22 euros, and probably about £19 or something. Maybe £19 in UK money. You're there. Once it starts rolling out, which is rolling out for some people right now, imagine how can I put this? 1 second. Let me stop sharing my screen. We talked about the Activision deal with Call of Duty. We know that's a game, that's a juggernaut game. That if that game makes it by January in Game Pass, all the Call of Duty games, and this family Game Pass is rolling out right now. Up to 5 or 4 additional people on your Game Pass Ultimate there. Just imagine your 3 daughters there. They're part of the Game Pass. They don't need to pay shit. Just imagine that. Let's think about that and imagine when them games drop as well. So imagine you got a kid, family, or just your friends in general for $25 there. $25 a month. You got 5 people, including yourself, playing all the Game Pass Ultimate games that comes in day and day, and other games that come as well. The insane value in this, the future value in Game Pass, I'm pretty sure, man, these numbers is going to be stupid once the Activision deal gets done. On top of that, looking at this, were you surprised that it's $25 for 5 people for Game Pass Ultimate? Did that surprise you?
I mean, a little bit, because I was thinking maybe 4. That's insane, bro. Like Nine Lives has said, that's an insane value. And Sean, you just made a great point. Just imagine, say you have, like my daughters really aren't gamers, but if they were, that would be amazing. Bro, there are plenty of people that got kids that game. Just imagine that. That is going to change the game, bro. When they start advertising this, $25 for Xbox Game Pass, able to play all of the brand new Call of Duty games. Bro. Oh, man.
That's crazy, though. The preview said they say, look,
$4 4 accounts. Yeah,
no, but up to 4 accounts, but yours is included. Someone said 5.
Okay.
So you can add 4 people on for $25, guys. That's gonna be insane, man. I only can imagine like the value of Game Pass, the way they're moving. You don't even need a fucking console anymore in the future. By next year, probably.
You don't. You're right. Yeah.
It might be if you got an older TV, get yourself one of them Fire Sticks if you do manage to do that next year.
Yeah, you're right, bro.
Look, you don't. It's like wow, man. Like it's like our kids, whoever's got kids there, or just friends in general. Say, I've got the new Samsung TV, or I've got this Xbox Fire Stick bullshit. Yo, I like you. Don't worry about it. Play. You got all of these games. Your kids can play this. Don't worry about it. $25 from $15. What we paying right now. $10 more gets you additional 4 people extra. The value, the way Xbox is moving right now, the value they're giving for us gamers, it's incredible. It's never been done before. This only Microsoft could do something like this, in my opinion. I'm willing to do something like this. The amount of money they're spending, people say, "Oh, they're losing money. What about the developers?" No, forget about that. Microsoft is a $1 trillion company. Don't worry about their pockets. There's a reason why they're a $1 trillion company. They know exactly what they're doing. Now, absolutely. 5 people for $25, $5 each day. Let's just break it down. If me, you, Shizno Ali in the chat, Pixel Bay, and the Polo Cooper, 5 people, $5 each. We're getting Game Pass Ultimate for 5. So how much is $5 by times 12 there?
$5 times 12
is it 60?
$60. Yeah.
Is it $60?
Yes, it is.
Interesting, isn't it? $60, guys. $60. Just think about just think about this right now. There, it's $60 for Game Pass Ultimate. That's including the fucking online, and you're playing the day and day games. I don't know if they'll get the PC perk. Well, I don't know. You probably can play on the PC as well at the same time with PC Game Pass. If you, I'm pretty sure it will be. Just imagine that, guys. Up to 5 people additional, 5 people in total. You get $5 each, $60. You're spending $60 a year. What does one game cost there? A AAA game?
$60 to $70. It depends on where you get
$60 to $70. For example, let's talk about our Sony MLB. That was a $70 game. Am I correct on that?
Yep.
That's already paid for, bro. One game already paid for. The insane value that's going to happen, and I don't think people understand what's happening right now. The way Xbox is playing, the way they're rolling the dice right now, they can't be touched. And I think that's a I'm telling you right now, a lot of people are afraid of that. Sony will be afraid of that. What they're doing right now, the value of the game says, yo, listen, yo, $60. Give me that $60 a year. Yo, people spend $100 on collector's editions, definitive editions, gold editions. You're there $60. Shiz no $60. You got Game Pass for the year play.
Mm-hmm.
How insane is that?
It's crazy, man. It's just like when the people that hate on Game Pass, that hate on Xbox, I want to buy I buy my games. Come on, man. Okay, man. Bro, I said this, I believe, last week on WBZ or TTS. Name any other thing in your life, that you would rather not have a lower price and you would rather pay the full price because you want to support that manufacturer or whoever. Nothing in your life, bro. If you buy a home, house costs $150,000. The previous owner said, yo, you know what? Because you're such a nice guy, I'm going to lower it $25,000. Who's going to say, nah, I'd rather pay the $150 because I want to support you? Nobody's going to do that. That is the dumbest argument I've ever heard in my life. And it's strictly just to make Xbox Game Pass look bad.
Yep.
Those are the same guys that probably rent movies. They rented
Netflix,
games back in the day.
Disney
Rent Netflix,
Plus.
pay Netflix, Spotify. It's stupid. Xbox Game Pass is an amazing service. And at the end of the day, I care about me. And it benefits me and my wallet and my home and my family. So nobody does that. Say that stupid shit. Sean, like, what's the analogy I use? Hey, yo, here's Lenore Banks. Imagine going to the gas station.
The TV analogy you normally use.
Yeah, the TV analogy. But imagine going to the gas station and gas $4 a gallon, and you say, "Oh, okay," but then like the one across the street is $3 a gallon. Nah, I'm gonna stay at the $4 a gallon because I want to support this gas station. Nobody gonna do that shit. Oh man,
It's crazy, man. Pixel Bet G with the $5. Interesting. That's 1 month of Game Pass with the family members. Look, my dude, those are ultimate subs for $5 each. PC, consoles, phone, tablets, cloud. Look, it's a wrap. Xbox is the best deal in gaming. Facts. Facts, bro. Justin March with a $10. Shout out to you, homie, man. Shout out to Justin March. Now, do you know what? When it happens, when the Activision deal is done, when this family Game Pass starts rolling out even more to different countries, we've seen the Microsoft reward points expanded to more countries as well. They're opening up 5 people, 4 people. Let's say it's 4 people. That's still $10, whatever it is. That's insane to get for $10 a month or $5 a month for up to 5 additional people. The value in that is insane. If you're paying $60 or even say $100 if it was only 4 people you got, you're doing that within one game is $70, a brand new IP. You got games like A Plague's Tale coming out this year. For example, A Plague's Tale coming out this year. That's what, $45, $50?
that's probably gonna be a full price game.
Yeah, I think it's $50. I think that game is.
Oh, it is.
You got Scorn, maybe a $30 game. High and Life, $25. I'm just talking about October alone. Just that one game alone, that's already paid your subscription. When people get a whiff of this, once they understand, look, listen, you just give me $60, you're part of Game Pass Ultimate for the year. You could join me. I'll add you as a family friend. Play the Xbox games or Ultimate games without a problem. People are gonna catch up on that. People who console sharing right now, guys. We do console sharing right now. What is next? When people catch on to this, it's gonna be a wrap. What the guys saying in the chat, Pixelbit G and these guys, it's gonna be a wrap because you'll be able to play your Game Pass Ultimate games anywhere and everywhere. Let me see what Cooper sent me there. 1 second. This is what I'm talking about. I don't think people understand. Oh yeah, Mark the Pactor. Yeah, I seen that shit, bro. I seen that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Pactor. He does say some wild shit. He does say some wild shit. But he just believed that in the next 10 years, the way Microsoft is moving, I think he came on RDX, I believe, when he was saying that shit.
Yeah.
Because Sony's basically what word did he use? Dead or dead man walking?
Maybe I don't remember. I don't remember. Like Buddy was saying, yeah.
Is 3.5 billion people. So I don't think they'll get that many subscribers, but will they go from 25 million to 100 million? Yes. So much like Disney bought Fox to support Disney Plus, they didn't pull the Fox movies out of theaters. They're just putting the catalog eventually onto Disney Plus instead of HBO. And that's a very, very smart strategy. So that's where this is headed. More free to play. Activision's great at free to play. More than half their revenues come from free to play. So it's a big, big opportunity for Microsoft to get good at it.
Yeah, Michael Pactor does some. He does say some crazy stuff, but he's not wrong about that. And what's interesting though about this Game Pass with the $25 family plan, I know for a fact that these dog shit PlayStation podcasts are gonna say, "What about the developers? You broke welfare gamers. Buy your games. Don't rent your games." That's the shit they're gonna say, bro. There's no value in that. Why would I share my account? Why would I add you as a family plan up to four additional people for $5 each?
Stupid, man.
I don't know what to say to these guys anymore, man. But just think about that. Honestly, the moves they're making, it seems like everything's is playing out right now. It's coming along, it's catching up. All them steps they're taking, them baby steps, is paying off right now.
Yep.
And to see when Activision comes, Family Game Pass. We heard about this maybe earlier this year or last year about Family Game Pass is coming. It seems like they knocked it out of the park with $25. They're gonna make the competition. They're gonna make the competition run away. They're gonna run them out of the business. In my opinion,
that's business, bro. That's business. That's how business works. You want to be the number one in whatever field you're in. You want to be the best, and to be the best, you got to do great things.
I wonder. I guess Sony was lying about Game Pass subscribers. Is leading the way.
Sony said that shit. Doomed. Yeah. Ray, that's what he said. Doomed.
Yes, shout out to Raiden Blade with the £2. Yeah, he said doomed. Yeah.
Yep, you're right. Yeah.
And it's not. Do you know what? I can see that happening. I can see that happening. Look there. Look who's here. Look who's here. Look who's here in the chat. Your best mate.
I don't think that's Chris. I think that's a fake Chris Hart, bro.
Is that a fake Chris Hart?
Yeah.
You piece of shit.
That's what I think.
Now, let's move on to a smaller, not a smaller topic in that. We'll move on to this next topic, and is regarding Ubisoft play. Ubisoft will combine Ubisoft and Square. Tencent's coming in and that they want to invest more. They want to buy more stock in Ubisoft. They're talking about giving the premium. I know we don't know much about it, but I'm just talking about the big guys. All these publishers, the publishers that people do love. If it's AC games, Rainbow Six games, Tom Clancy games, Splinter Cell. We talked about this. Phil talked about the big boys coming in and trying to buy these, coming into gaming and buying these companies, publishers. Now Tencent, the way they're moving, we know they're like one of the top. I think they make the most money when it comes to gaming. I believe they're the number one. I believe overall in gaming. Now they're coming and they're talking about buying more shares in Ubisoft, giving more money to Ubisoft, Ubisoft more premium. They're giving the premium, like what Xbox did with Activision. Give a higher price on stock per share. Now looking at this, I don't have any concern with this because, well, as of right now, because the games will remain multiplayer. The way Tencent moves, it seems like all of the games will remain multiplayer, and obviously do a lot with mobile as well. Do you have any concerns with this at all? With Ubisoft maybe getting bought in the future?
No, I have none at all. As long as the games still remain multiplayer, That's fine, bro. I mean, it's at the point where nothing is a surprise anymore. Anybody being bought. I mean, after Xbox buying Activision Blizzard, I'm not surprised if anything happens. If Tencent buys Ubisoft, I'm not sure, but them investing more, like having a bigger percentage, I think that means that Ubisoft wants to be bought, but maybe they're not, like nobody really wants to buy them yet. Because they have so many damn employees, they would definitely have to make a lot of moves. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy at the moment. What's happening in the industry? I just think it's like this. Yeah, it's just like Sean. There's so many publishers, so many development teams, and as you see, you want to get up, you want to be acquired, you want to be up under one of these huge companies like Microsoft or Sony or Tencent or Embracer, because it's hard to survive being a mercenary, like how like back in the PS3 generation, PS2, Xbox generation, you can do these little quick games that cost maybe $4 or $5 million. Bro, that ain't that ain't the case anymore. That ain't the case anymore. So if you're under one of these huge companies, you have more security, more job security. I always think about Ninja Theory when they said, yo, they was almost out of here. Because
they're on the last legs.
They were on the last legs, bro. And when Xbox said, yo, we need you guys, like Hellblade helped them. But they had to do that game with their own money. Their own money. $10 million of their own money. Nobody wants to do it with their own money. You want investors. So now look what they're doing, because Pistol Big G just sent me something, bro, on Twitter.
You can pull up after this. The Hector the Macho Man with $2. Xbox is doing to what Xbox is doing to Sony, like Sony did to Sega. Oh, that's a good one, Hector. What Sony did to Sega. That's what Xbox is doing. As you can see, the shares, bro. Look, listen, I'm not the smartest guy. We don't know much about these shares and stocks and all that bullshit. But Tencent is offering €100. That's more. That's like $100 and probably $10 or some shit. $105 to $110 to get more for stake in the largest, more stake in Ubisoft. That's going to be interesting to see. Like this is the generation where I believe it's happening right in front of us. You're seeing big changes happening, massive changes happening. Companies are buying publishers. When you would have thought like these publishers would have been fine on their own because they were making $1 billion with their games. But it's crazy. A lot of these publishers, they've been struggling recently. It could be in-house, what's been going on in Ubisoft or Activision. Management might be dog shit. But to see these publishers getting bought out or people investing more stake into it, it's going to be interesting to see how the generation plays out.
Yeah.
So, Deb, what have you been sent?
Oh, yeah. So, like I was saying, how Ninja Theory was on their last leg and Xbox bought them, obviously, and now they're doing great things, bro. They're doing, great things to the point where, hold on, let me pull it up.
Yeah, that's the interesting part, though. Like to see where these studios are growing. That's the thing. When Xbox acquire these studios, they're not staying dormant. They're growing, building brand new studios, and this is what we want to see. Obsidian's got like 5-6 games in development. And Next has a couple of games. All of these studios got like minimum like 1 or 2, like 2 games minimum up times, and this is great to see what they're doing with their studios.
Yeah, man. So when you have one of the richest companies in the world, yeah. So I guess Ninja Theory. Let me show you what they said first off. They said achieving a high level of realism from reference material is extremely important to us. That even includes location accurate bird poop, bro.
Some bird poop.
Hold on, the bird poop. Oh shit.
Yeah, Joey, we said that.
That shit look real though. That's the game. That's Hellblade too.
That's not. It's gonna look incredible. This game is looking crazy. I'll send this. I remember when Ninja Theory put this tweet out. talking about what they're doing with the
When did they
season
put this
twos.
tweet out? How long ago was this?
Oh yeah, about a week or
Oh,
2
July.
weeks.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
No, it was like last week. I didn't know. I didn't see this tweet. Thanks,
I
Mr. Big
seen
G
it,
for
but I
sending
just
it to
thought,
me.
yeah, I know what they're doing. I know the quality on a high level they're going. What they're doing. Joey, that's what I'm talking
That's
about.
the game, bro.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's the game. That's what I'm talking about, Joey. To see when it comes to the tools.
Tools.
Yeah, Mr. Kima, you're 100%. Now, this is what I'm talking. They're gonna do a hostile takeover. Straight
Yeah,
up.
I agree. Absolutely, I
I agree.
agree.
This
I agree.
generation, they will take over. That's the way I see it. But this is what I love about it. I love them. I hate it when the ponies are saying, "Where is the game? Where's Ninja Theory? Where's Hellblade? What's going on with Hellblade?"
Mhm.
You're talking about a game. Look at the level they're taking. Look at the level and care and detail they're taking to this game. The attention to detail in this game. What they're trying to achieve in this game is going to be beyond expectation, especially for a studio that was on the last leg before 2018.
Mhm.
They want to prove to be one of the best studios, and they can achieve it with not $200 million budgets. We could do it with $50 million budget, with probably 50, 60 people versus 2,000 people.
Mhm.
They want to prove to the people and proving to themselves that we are one of the elites out there. We can achieve high level quality on such a smaller budget and a smaller team. And I believe
Absolutely.
we're seeing that right now. We are seeing that with our game.
Yeah, man. And like Gaming Addict had told us that he heard that Hellblade 2 got behind because that game has a lot of mocap. And when COVID hit, that of course hurt the game because the game has a lot of mocap. But they're back on track. And this game probably dropped late next year or even early 2024, but the realism is going to be absolutely incredible. And Sean, something else you have to notice. I think most people have noticed that Xbox have all of these studios, and I wasn't there, but it just feels like Phil Spencer, they had a meeting and he told everybody, yo, look, I want these games to be quality. I don't care how long they take. We'll figure it out. We want these games to be quality. Right? Because it seems like they're taking their time. Every team is taking their time. I know some people, hey, 343, hurry this shit up. But it seems like they're taking their time. Even with the delays this year. See, Phil Spencer is like this. Okay, we'll take the hits. You know why? Because we're used to taking the hits. They took the hits for Starfield and Redfall getting delayed. But guess what's going to happen when those games release? They're going to be good games, polished games, and nobody's going to even think about the damn delay from this year. They want quality, bro. They're going to have quantity. We know that. They're going to have tons of first-party games this generation, but they want to make sure they're quality because that Sea of Thieves, the State of Decay 2s, the Crackdown 3s, they don't want that shit again. And us as Xbox fans, even though I enjoyed Crackdown 3 campaign, I didn't like all of the hate it got, but that was brutal, bro. Doing a YouTube channel in 2019 trying to talk about Crackdown, shit. That shit got a damn near 50, bro. That was some brutal shit. So they want to make sure these games are quality, and I believe that's what they're doing. That's why some of these games are taking longer than expected. Even like with Avowed, we haven't seen anything on Avowed. All we know is that it's coming.
That's the whole point of it. When you buy these studios and the deal they made to these studios, listen, your own freedom, you got creative freedom when you want to make your games. And this is what we want from these studios. This is what the studios always wanted. They were struggling out. Tim Schafer is definitely one of the prime guys I want to talk about. He talked about his game. First of all, that was a Kickstarter game. A Kickstarter. Second, do you believe that shit, guys? A game, an 87, 88 rated game. That was a Kickstarter game, first of all.
It was, yeah.
A Kickstarter game. Struggling, trying to sell their games to publisher. Tim Schafer was out there trying to sell his ass, basically. Straight up. Straight up trying to sell his ass. Because he needed to look after his studio, the people he had. Needed to sell their game as well. When Xbox approached them, acquired them, said, listen, guys, this is the crack. Make whatever you want. We just want you to be the best of the best. Be the best studio you can. And what happened with that? They took a year delay. They took a delay on that game there.
Mm-hmm.
On G4 with what's his name? Adam Sessler. He said, he goes, what was the difference like when before Xbox and when he came on board with Xbox? He goes, all of the boss battles were out. We didn't have no boss battles in the game because we couldn't afford it. We had to put the game out. But as soon as Xbox came, and here's the money, here's the door, become part of us. We look after you. Take your time on the game, make the best game possible you can. And look what happened. We got a fucking amazing game that is. Psychonauts 2 is one of the best platforming games ever. Gameplay mechanics could be better, of course, but the gameplay mechanics, like the next game, should be much better because there are more manpower. They're under Xbox Game Studios because that game was in development, at the time. So the next game will be even better. They'll get people, they can hire people with better gameplay animations, and I think they've done that. I think they hired someone for a new gameplay, directing the gameplay as well. And that's why I love that all of these studios, Compulsion Games as well, State of Decay, you talked about these studios. We're not seeing much on these studios right now. And I can't wait to see what type of game they're going to be making. What is the true vision? What game do you want to put out really over them years where they used to struggle to try to sell their games? This is their full potential. Let's see what the studios can do. And I'm glad Phil and the team is giving these guys delays, taking the time. We don't need to show the game yet.
Yep.
And that's what I love about it. I love about these studios.
They're giving them time. And like I said, I guarantee Xbox is going to have quality games. They're going to have quality games. I'm here, bro. They was publisher of the year last year. They had quality games last year. And hell, Pentiment, huh?
Yo, Chicken Eye, was that fake God of War? Was that on Game Pass?
I don't think it was on Game Pass, but it was on Xbox Store.
It's on the store, bro. I don't think it was on Game Pass.
Yeah, I don't think it was in Game Pass. Yeah, Xbox Store. But look, I just think the quality is going to be great, man, because they want that quality, bro. And I think they have already got they have shaken off that 60 meta. You know how the fanboys, the PlayStation fanboys, 60 rated Metacritic games. Blah, blah, blah. Listen, Crackdown 3. I love that campaign though, bro. I love it. It was polished and everything. It was just that the multiplayer, I don't know what it was, because that campaign was actually pretty good. It had to be the multiplayer why the game got such a low score. But I
think it's the expectations of it. That's
what the expectation, yeah. But it's like this, man. Xbox wants quality. And nowadays, we already talked about it. It takes 4 to 5 years to develop a quality game. And that's from a AAA studio, a huge studio with, over 100 plus. So that's what they're doing. And they're going to have the luxury of doing that when you have so many different studios, bro.
That's the interest. That's what makes me laugh. When you give games like Naughty Dog 5 years to make a game, why can't you give Ninja Theory 5-6 years?
Right.
Why can't you get these other studios 5-6 years? You're talking about the studios that were on their last legs, basically. 20-man teams, 10 people working on the game. Do you know what I mean? These Naughty Dogs are taking 5-6 years. Rockstar takes fucking forever. They got thousands of employees when it comes to pushing the game out the end. Ninja Theory is going to do exactly the same thing. Why can't you give them a chance? Let them make the best game possible. I'm willing to bet. A lot of people are afraid of that game there. Do you know why? Because it'll probably be the best looking game. It'll probably be the best looking game when it comes out straight up. And
bro, we seen this shit. Like you talking about Ninja Theory, right?
Yeah,
we seen this shit. You saw how good it looked.
Yeah, I think they're afraid because they think that game looks better than any other PlayStation game.
It will, and
it's
going to kill all them narratives again, bro. Like I remember going listen to a guy podcast, a Pony podcast, after they showed Hellblade 2 at the Game Awards last year. It was hilarious, man. The guy was like, man, that shit don't look all that. Even some dudes on this panel was like, yo, man, that shit look dope. He was like, man, that shit don't look all that. Man, bro, come on now. Come on.
Raiden Blade with the £5 weather games, no Call of Duty or Money Hat. PS got nothing. Look at every PlayStation studio, one game. Look at every PlayStation studio, one game a gen or 2 games a gen, which include remakes. PlayStation's got no games. Yeah, you're right, but they do love making remakes. Absolutely love making remakes. Raiden Blade once again with the £2. Hey, Ponies, where is your roadmap? We know ours, but yours, where is yours?
Talk that shit.
Talk that shit. That's
Hey,
going to be
Sean, that's a
interesting.
real
though.
Sean, but that's a real question though. We have to be real. Even if they have a show, what are they going to show? Third party deals? They going to show Spider-Man 2?
Final Fantasy.
They're going to show Final Fantasy, Forspoken, Spider-Man. Like, because I don't think, like, first of all, they just bought a bunch of studios, right? Those studios ain't ready to show shit. Except for maybe Fire.
trailers. They might just do trailers.
It might do like CGI trailers, right? Maybe Fire Sprite will show something in that VR Horizon game or something. I'm telling you, man. I'm just saying. So, but Sean, but what if they don't do a show this year? That would be some funny shit.
That's one interesting thing, ain't it? That's going to be.
I think they are
really interesting.
I think they are going to do something. They have to. So like the rumor is this month, and it's early this month, so it's definitely possible. But what if they don't?
I don't think it's this month.
Well, that's the rumor. This month.
I think they'll announce it for next month, but
yeah,
I don't reckon it'll be this month because it's going to be interesting. Look, it's PlayStation. We'll have to give them a benefit of the doubt, no matter what.
Mhm.
But let's see what they show. But it's going to be interesting because our roadmap is looking really good right now.
Crazy,
looking
bro.
great right now, and that's not even half the studios.
Right.
That's not even half the studios. And Activision as well. They got some games in the making that one adventure, open world adventure game as well. There's quite a few games in the making, and it's going to be interesting to see how Xbox rolls it out. How they're going to roll the games out. They talked about per quarter they want to drop a AAA game. They might have to change that. They might have to drop like in between them, maybe like a AA game in between at the same time. And it's going to be rolling. It's definitely going to be rolling. But I want to see what PlayStation's got up the sleeves. But if they don't do a show this year, that's crazy, that ain't it? That shows they got nothing ready then.
Right.
And maybe that's what they ban these 2-year time exclusives.
Hey, I said this a while back. I said I felt that Sony knew coming into this generation, most of their stuff wouldn't be, like ready. Of course they have GTA, Horizon, God of War, but I think they knew after that they wasn't gonna have nothing for a couple of years, bro. And I still think Wolverine is probably 2024. Spider-Man's supposed to be next year, but who knows? Like, hey, some people say like Wolverine might be 2025. Bro.
I think it's 2025. I do believe that.
Yeah. I mean, you're probably right.
And I think Spider-Man's 2024.
You're probably right, bro.
Because of COVID, I'm saying.
Yeah, right. Wouldn't it be funny if Sony had no first-party games next year?
That'll be.
I mean, I know they got the Square Enix shit, but that ain't first party. So we can talk some shit.
You can get this one, player.
Dingo make thinkers with the $2. I got the pony roadmap. Guess where it's located? Oh shit!
Oh!
I got the roadmap right here.
You pieces of shit! Now, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to this, guys. Honestly, what happened? It just shows that the host father is afraid of what's going on with the Activision deal right now. The beginning of the show, we talked about that. That's the new name. You're there. Remember that I'm the first one to come up with that. Guys in the chat.
The horse father.
The horse father. These guys are the ponies, but the horse father, the Sony SIE, they're afraid what's going to happen. And look, it's interesting to see this. Like, when people were making fun of Michael Pachter, even guys like David Jaffe were saying that, look, the way Gamepass is moving is going to be crazy. Even though some of his hot takes are crazy, but Michael Pachter, even though he talks some shit, he talks beyond. I think he expects. He's like talks a bit too early. Like it's maybe 15 years down the line. That's when it'll happen. But the way Xbox is moving, I think a lot of people see it. The way they're moving right now, it could be doom and gloom for the PlayStation brand. Straight up.
Oh shit! Wait a minute, Sean. You can't say that on air.
I said it. Play. Now Raiden Day with £2. No show or God. Wait, they can do a state of play there. Look, no show of God of War Ragnarok. Then God of War next year's right. No, God of War. I think they'll make it.
I think it'll be out this year. Yeah. Hey, Sean, I was listening to an old video I made, right? And I remember it was about when Jay Bowery came after us. Now, at the time, he never heard of WBG, so he stumbled upon the podcast. And he said, well, like you said, Sony's in trouble. You said it that episode, and this was in 2021, early 2021. No, this might have been 2020, bro.
Before the generation.
Yeah, yep. You're right. You're right. It was in 2020. Yeah. This one, WBG. You know, we were still fairly new. Like he only been around about 6 months, and I never forget. He went on Twitter. It was like I just ran into some podcast called We Bleed Green, blah blah blah.
I remember.
Yeah, they some bots, and they said PlayStation is in trouble, blah blah blah. So I watched the video, and I was like, "Yo, man, why are you going after us?" But it's funny because these guys don't have that same arrogance. Like the way he said it was like, how dare he say PlayStation is in trouble? Nigga, you an Xbox fan. And it's just different now, man. Some of these guys, they still try to talk shit, but they don't have that same swag. It's different, man. You know, so I was like, Sean said PlayStation is in trouble like in 2020, bro.
I'm the future. Look at me, guys. Look, they're in trouble. That PlayStation is a big bitch. The horse father. That's what we're going to call Sony right now. The horse father. The rest of these guys are the ponies. SIE is the horse father. Remember that. Make sure no one steals that and put it on the Google or some shit. Do you remember that shit there?
The
Sony
horse
pony.
father.
The horse father. Sean 786. Do you remember that, guys? Lock that in. And I bet you some fucker will use that on Twitter and take it. It is what it is. But there. Do you just feel it? Can you taste it, player? I know it's pause, but can you taste it? The defeat, that light at the end of the tunnel. We can actually see it, player. The roadmap. We can see the fear.
I
Not
see
from
it.
the ponies, from SIE alone. The horse fathers got the fear. They can feel it in the balls.
Hold on, Sean. I ain't feeling no balls. Look, let me tell y'all something right now. This is the Xbox y'all have been afraid of. Hold on, let me grab this fucking camera. Hold on. Listen, you motherfuckers. This is the Xbox y'all was afraid of. This is the Xbox y'all thought would never be here. Y'all thought this Xbox didn't exist. Y'all was expecting the same old Xbox from last generation, wasn't y'all? The timid Xbox. The Xbox where Phil Spencer said, we don't want to show games too early because they had no fucking games in development. Nah, the Xbox is gone. The Xbox is gone. Do you hear me? This is a new and improved Xbox, and y'all have to deal with it.
They only can hear you, player.
Huh? They can't hear me?
No, they only can hear you.
Oh, they can't see me? Do you understand what I'm saying? This is darkness talking. You ponies need to realize what the hell is going to happen this generation. All of your punk ass narratives are dead. Xbox, no, I thought the Xbox Series is supposed to be so powerful, 12 teraflops. Look at you now. PlayStation ain't want to comparison video in 3 months. PlayStation going to sell 10 to 1. Look at you now. Xbox is only 400K down in the States and only 5 million down worldwide. Does that sound like 10 to 1 to you? Y'all ain't never got no money.
man, dingo with the $5. Hey guys, does anyone else see a floating pair of glasses on the screen?
How dare you?
As fuck.
You say,
darkness upon us.
Hey man, you supposed to be my boy, man. That shit hurt.
That shit's hilarious, man. So what Dirk's trying to say? Let me put it in layman terms.
Because I know somewhere deep down in my heart, I still love you.
That's what's going to happen this generation. That's what Dirk was talking about. Guys in the chat, that's what he was talking about. When it comes to this generation, you can see these ponies in pain, crying and that, devastated, heartbroken, emotional. That's what's going to happen when they see that big bitch PlayStation 5 fail this generation. Doesn't hit like this generation. They came in right into the generation. I remember them dog shit podcasts talking about PlayStation's gonna have an easy next generation. They know what they're doing.
Damn, I
Easy.
remember too, Sean.
10-1 all day, every day. I remember that shit. You think we forgot about that, you punk ass motherfuckers? We never forgot about that. We will never forget about that. We built different. You guys are not built. You guys are pussies. When we come after you, you run, you block. When Xbox is competing, why is Xbox competing for? No, you wanted them. You wanted Xbox to be the behemoth. Here they are right now. You wanted Xbox to compete. Here they are right now, and that's what I love. They're using the money. Microsoft is a $1 trillion company. I did this on your show. Microsoft is a $1 trillion company. Why can't they compete against Sony? Sony is whooping their ass, whooping their bitch asses.
Sean, they used to say all the time, "Be the behemoth you are." Why aren't they competing? This is Microsoft. Why don't they compete? PlayStation is dogs stumping them. Now that they're competing, it's not fair. No, it's not fair. Call of Duty, it means too much to us.
Fox picks a bit, G. They asked for it. Now they're buying studios. Then what was the excuse when they brought ZeniMax now? Why can't they cultivate their own studios? Why can't they build their own studios from the ground up like Sony, SIE?
Damn,
Do you remember that shit?
Thank you, bro. Organic.
And what happened with them? What did they do there? They started buying studios.
Damn, Sean, thank you for bringing that up. I forgot about that. You're so right. When Xbox bought Bethesda, just for you guys that's not on Twitter, when Xbox bought ZeniMax, the first thing these PlayStation fanboys said, including Colin Moriarty,
Facts.
PlayStation has always grown their studios organically. They just don't go buy studios. Like, why buy Ninja Theory? Why buy Double Fine? Do you remember that, Sean? Because I do.
People in the chat remember that shit.
So they was like organic. Like, remember, organic growth was the thing? Oh my gosh, Sean, thanks for bringing it up. I totally forgot about organic growth. Listen, Xbox needs to compete. Xbox has no studios. Xbox need new IP. When Xbox get those things, y'all didn't get it organically. The fuck? Even Playground Game, which they did do organically, they ain't give them credit for that. I'm telling you, damn, Sean, thanks, bro. I totally forgot about that.
And this is just the beginning. You're awoken a monster. My uncle, Sarti Nadella, said it straight up. Gaming is part of Microsoft. It's a pillar in Microsoft. I love that when he was out there wearing the Halo Infinite top. Get Xbox controllers, you name it, behind him, that shelf. When he comes out and said it, I knew that shit was serious. This ain't no fucking Jimbo from the street corners or some shit. This is the main guy who's leading Microsoft. Cloud tech. Well, Phil, we can put gaming into cloud. We can use these servers. Boom. They're using it. They're taking full advantage of it with these cloud servers, with gaming. And that's why you've seen cloud gaming everywhere. It's going to happen. It's going to be everywhere. The name Xbox Gamepass is going to be everywhere. When they said they want to reach them billion gamers, they will achieve it one day. It'll be open to the billions of gamers, billions of people, sorry. Because it'll be on a TV app, a Fire Stick, mobile phone, PC browsers, console, all of them options you have, they'll all be available on that. A normal guy, maybe a casual, or maybe not, they might see that Netflix, Disney Plus, Xbox Game Pass, play games on cloud. That's what's gonna happen. You won't need that $299, $499 to go buy a console or buy a $1,000 PC. All of a sudden, it's there. Either part of your Fire Stick, whenever they do make that, or part of your TV app, or just on the browser, on your mobile phone. You've seen these phones right now, Galaxy Fold Z. Look at that big bitch when it opens. It's a 7-inch screen. Probably bigger than that. 8-inch or some shit. I played on that Galaxy Fold 2. Not the latest one. It looks amazing when you play cloud gaming on it.
Hey, you
amazing.
POS, I got a nice house.
Oh shit, go on there. You can get this.
G Steph with $5. Yo, Dirk, show your fake house. I'm Rick James. Your couch. F your couch. Everybody in the chat, hit the like button. Hey man, I mean, this is a fake background, but I got a nice house though.
Oh, that's a house is nice, definitely. Yeah. Like when it comes to the UK houses, bro, totally different. Like the price wise, what you can get like here versus America, you like think, what the hell? You guys live like that with the price like that. Trust me, totally different. The UK houses are built
You know,
different.
I'm about to go upstairs.
Oh man, you look. X-Con's got a Galaxy Fold, a Fold 3. Look, have you played X-Cloud on it? It's fucking amazing. But I'm talking about, this is what I'm talking about. The barrier, the entry to barrier for gaming is breaking down every day. Xbox, Microsoft will get to that point where it'll be so easily touch of a button. A touch of a button. That's what's going to be happening. And gaming will be that instant. No consoles, no physical media, no HDMI leads. None of that bullshit. I've got a 3080 graphic. None of that bullshit. Touch of a button. You heard it from Hip Hop Gamer. If this is legit, he's played Halo on it. Alana Pierce did the same as well. She goes, it was amazing. Besides the graphic like glitches you get, overall the performance was rock solid. They go, if they can achieve that, at home, it's a wrap. Game over.
Hey bro, why you say rap?
I gotta do a gangster style. It's a wrap. You know what I'm trying to say?
Oh man!
And I can't wait for them days. I can't wait for them days to come, and it's coming. They're setting it up. The future's right now. They're setting it up. This is just the beginning. It takes time. All of the studios, publishers, cloud service right now. 4 years ago, cloud service wasn't doing shit. Right now, you're doing cloud service on the Apple phones. 4 million people have played Fortnite on that shit.
4 million.
It's opening up. It's opening up to that. In Japan, Korea, all them areas, you've seen what's happening over there. Xbox is selling. Gamepass is growing. I mean, cloud gaming is growing. As time goes on, every year, they're going to be breaking down them barriers. As time goes on, it's going to get better each time. When it comes to the consoles, when it comes to the tools, it's gotten better.
The bloody tools?
When it comes to Game Pass, it's getting better. When it comes to acquiring studios, it's getting better. From Ninja Theory, State of Decay, Undead Labs. Why are you buying these dinky winky studios? They're buying these studios that are on the last legs. That's what Microsoft is doing.
Yeah.
ZeniMax, Activision. Who the fuck is next on that? From $7.5 billion to $70 billion. That's what we're talking about, player.
Hey, Shawnee, you're absolutely right, man. Because they already said after the Activision Blizzard deal, they're gonna get some more shit, whether it's another publisher or some more studios.
They're not stop. Listen, they're not gonna stop these guys. They're thinking they're thinking out of the box right now. They're thinking 10, 15 years ahead. As a $1 trillion company, that's how you don't think 1-2 years. You got to be thinking 10 to 20 years. Set up the future. They're setting it up right now. Bringing all of these publishers in right now is going to pay off big time for the future. And that's what it's all about. Cloud tech going to pay off big time right now. It's paying off for them right now. Who knows about this Netflix shit? I know people want to talk about the Netflix stuff. If Netflix struggles and keeps declining, even though they're still the number one service in subscriptions, who knows what's going to happen because they don't own their own cloud services. They rent them from Amazon. That could change in the future. That's entertainment. If Microsoft could do this right now with $25 a month there, $25 for up to 5 people for Game Pass Ultimate, they can do that right now. They'll do the same with Netflix if they bring it on board as well.
Yeah,
they'll get to a point where they're gonna dominate in all areas, from the cloud to the services to gaming to consoles, you name it. They're gonna dominate in everywhere, and they want to hit that market where it's in your living room, and they will achieve that without a box. They talked about it 20 years ago. We want to be in the we want everybody to have a box. We want to be in the living room. They're gonna achieve that 100% in the near future when it comes to gaming.
Yeah, I agree, bro.
Yeah. Anyway, guess what time is it, player?
Oh shit! What time is it?
Time to talk that shit.
It's We Believe Green, baby.
Rocking with the chat, guys. If this is your first time dropping by the stream, rocking with the chat. We drop a link in the chat. You click the link. You can use your mobile phone. You don't need a PC. Allow access to the mic. You come on. You get 2 minutes. Talk your shit. If something's on your mind, you want to talk about what's happened on Monday with the with the horse father crying. If you want to talk about something else, what's going on, you get 2 minutes and we'll go from there. Yo, Zinc, what's going on, killer?
What up, Zinc?
Yeah, y'all got to erase that 2 minute stuff this time.
Oh shit!
Hey, look at here. Hey, first of all, usually Dirt always throw me off, but this time Sean threw me off at the last second. Sean talked about that Gamepass family plan way back in 2013, as Dirt like to say.
Oh shit!
I
know, play. I know. They're saying 10 people back then. I know.
10 motherfuckers, man. They were going to allow us to share with our games with 9 other people, 9 other family members. So now we only get 5. So I blame.
It's a bit different thing though. This is Game Pass with 400 games.
But
it's a bit different, but the concept's similar.
The concept is definitely 100% the same, and that was huge back then. And I'm looking around, I was going crazy. I'm like, what is Angry Joe complaining about? What is Ryan McCaffrey complaining about? The whole Greg Miller, everybody was complaining. I'm like, dude, did y'all hear what they just said? That's why they made the console like that. But I gotta get at Dirt's boy, Zalker again.
And I ain't my boy.
Hey man, and you know what, dude? I used to watch Zalker so hardcore. I'd be first. Sometimes if I'm looking at my phone and he'll pop up, I'm like first and be glad to say that. But dude, when you're reckless, I gotta call you out. He said that on the show last week that Xbox One had a horrible launch. They had the best games at launch. He said it was a horrible console. It was the only console to do 1080p 60 frames per second locked in anything. The PS4 still hasn't done it to date. And they still making PS4 games and it still can't do it. That's why God of War is only going to be 30 frames per second. Then this dude said, he talked about how Xbox is having a bad 2022, and everyone thinks that but the numbers prove otherwise, because he says they weren't going to have any exclusives. But here's where I keep telling everybody, this is where it comes in, where you have the games with recurring revenue, recurring profits, games that's ongoing. The reason they keep selling well is because it's 30 million people playing Sea of Thieves. It's 20 million people playing Forza Horizon. They built this foundation a long time ago, and it just stays. It's ongoing. And I'll end it on this. I have more to say about that, but I'll end it on this one. Everyone keeps insulting the most powerful business mind of our lifetime, Bill Gates. Bill Gates was all in on Xbox back in 1999 when he bought Halo. This dude trust those guys like, hey, we need a game. And Dirt, you like me, you watch those that Xbox documentary all the time. Mm-hmm. This dude was all in then. All they wanted was $500 million. Ballmer and Gates gave him $1 billion to start this thing. He just cussed them out a few times, because he thought they were going to ruin the company. But Bill was all in then. He even showed up to the debut of the first Xbox. Then he showed up for the 360. That's Bill Gates, man. He is the business leader of our time. And he started all of this. He started the funding. And just think, and when Bill stepped down, Ballmer stepped up, and it was an initial funding of like almost $2 billion to return those 360s. And that went up to an estimated $10 billion from giving everybody their console back, their 360 back after a faulty launch. When Sony had their yellow light of death, they never replaced anything. They made your ass pay $169 to get that bullshit fixed. So it's just a little bit of disrespect to say Satya was all in But Bill was all in. Then Ballmer should have discontinued the 360 because it was faulty, but he gave him billions to set the record straight.
Fix it, yeah.
Yeah, and then it wasn't 2018 where they started to buy everything. It was actually 2014 when they kicked out. How am I forgetting this clown's name? Because that's the guy that you never hear from.
Well,
Terry Myerson. Terry Myerson. And when Phil said, wait a minute, Satya, he got all of that money from the Xbox side. That wasn't Windows gaming. That was us. And when they found out what really happened, that's when Phil bought Gears from Epic, because Epic was going down. Then they bought Minecraft. Now you have two games that are going to steadily replenish your inventory. And Shisno leave here. Shisno Elite said he hopes Sony goes bankrupt by trying to mimic Gamepass. They can't mimic Gamepass, and Shisno Elite is right, because they don't have those games. That's why they were crying to Brazil, of all places. Their gross domestic product is terrible compared to everybody else. But you think they're going to stop something? But they don't have those Halo games, the Gears games that print money on a daily basis off microtransactions. So they have like 10 years to go before they catch Microsoft. A good show, guys. I'll keep listening.
Take care, player.
Peace.
All right, man.
Mandingo with the $5 goes, what's crazy is that Sony did all of the dry snitching about unfairness on COD. Yeah, Sony tried to lock up Starfield, and we're going to keep that off Xbox. Raiden Day with a £2. Exactly, bro. Raiden Day with a £2. Others then can take my time, laugh out loud. Everyone is shook or shocked.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. We do got to be fair in the future, though. We can't let Zing get 5 minutes and everybody else get 2 minutes. So Zing, that's the last time you go over 2 minutes. You POS.
Carl, what's going on, killer?
We got to be fair, bro. Oh shit, what is it? 2 Carl Weaves?
So I don't know. My phone acting stupid. Like some reason the YouTube app put me in, and then the Safari app put me in.
What's up, bro?
Ain't nothing much, gentlemen. How y'all doing?
Chilling, man.
Chilling, bro.
What's on your mind?
So let's talk about these PC guys. Yo, I'm an Xbox main, but that's my main platform. But I also play on PC too, so I have a pretty nice PC. Some of these guys, man, like they have like just above a potato. And they act like, and I hate to do it, but that guy Alex, like he acts like he play on PC, but he acts like his PC is just so powerful. It's not. I mean, he has the Xbox Series X is probably more powerful than what he has, but he has to downplay. He's like, oh, the Xbox Series X, it's about a 2060 Super. Come on, man. And why? Because he has a 2070. And in any case, that's still not good because, you're talking about a 10% difference. So putting that aside, they irritate me. Like they just above, what would be a low-end PC, and they act like, oh, your $500 box is inferior to my PC. I have both. Some of these games I play, like, yeah, there's a difference, but the gap is not anywhere near what it used to be. Right, I used to have a 1070 Ti. I would play on my Xbox Series X before I played that thing today. That's why I upgraded. I got my Series X, and I was like, yo, things just played better. If I tried to play 4K anything on that thing, it wasn't happening. Anyway, so, and then I wanted to bring something else up, but I forgot what it was. I don't forgot what it was.
We got Joey in the chat waiting, bro.
Yeah, I don't forgot what I wanted to say, but I'll leave it at that.
No worries, bro. Thanks a lot, right, bro, man. Take care,
man.
Right, y'all have a good show.
Talk to you.
We'll close off with this last one, Joey. With Joey. Yo, Joey, what's going on, player?
I just wanted to let you know that I whoop your ass in Gears 5 and Community Game Night. Would you never forget that shit, all right? We whoop your ass, and that's it.
Hey, Joey, show some respect, man.
You weren't there, Dirt. You weren't there. Sean was talking shit.
I know, but this Sean show you can't be there.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I was actually here to promote community game night. Everybody in the chat, Sean each week does community game night. Come in, play the games with us. We're real gamers over here. We don't talk shit and then pretend that we play games. We don't. We actually play them live on stream. So Sean, what is your schedule?
Whenever, that's it. Doesn't matter. Innit? We talk that shit. We play that community game at any time. I'll be honest. I try to target Saturdays.
Yeah, but you did it on Wednesday, some shit like that.
I did it because it benefited me because I know I'm not going to do it this week. That's why.
Other thing, I was just looking at that Ninja Theory thing, and the birds and the poop and all that thing, and I just saw the trailer again. That gameplay trailer. Right. Everybody thinking that is bullshit, and I'm like, no cap. This is the best realistic animations I've seen in a video game ever. When you look at the animations of the people running next to Senua, how Senua is running, her interactions with people when they're touching each other, everything is unreal. So whoever's downplaying Hellblade just because they think it's taking too long to make is going to backfire like no other game in history. If they're taking their time, it's because they're going to pull up some amazing quality in that game. Mm-hmm. So other than that, it's looking bright for Xbox. Let these ponies move the goalpost. They're going to do it anyway. They're already lining themselves up that they're not going to give credit to any Xbox game because they purchased everything. They haven't created nothing on the ground up. They're not even using the organic work anymore because they can't. Because Sony is buying of studios. But that's the new move. All right, I'm listening to a lot of ponies because it's hilarious to watch. Once you hear Jim Ryan, these guys cry about shit. Let me see what they say and see what the new goalpost move is gonna be, and that's the goalpost moving. They're not gonna give credit to Xbox at all on anything.
Never.
So just to prepare yourselves, Call of Duty they're like no. Xbox has created nothing, so then we're not gonna give credit to anything. So either way. Then let them cry. Xbox is winning. They're gonna get WB, hopefully. Bring back the Snyderverse. Bring back Henry Cavill, and talk that shit, guys. See you guys later.
Yeah. Talk that shit, player. You piece of shit. Ozzy, what's going on, killer?
What's up, Ozzy?
Yo. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you loud and clear,
brother.
Killer. What's going on?
Thank you, brother. I'm fine, bro. But after these Warner Bros. News, I'm sad a little bit because I want Henry Cavill back. We need him.
It's a shame that with the WB, there's so much going on with the changes, and obviously it does have a 10-year plan, that dude. But I'm not sure if they got a 10-year plan. I'm not sure if they're gonna bring him back because we would have heard something. But Ben Affleck's been doing a bit appearance in Aquaman 2. Who knows, man, if they come back. But if they're looking at the future, they will need younger guys to come in then.
Yeah. But, man, just for once, man, we got to see him. He's still, to me, young. He's not old. Yeah, and he's perfect for this role. So I don't know about Warner Bros. So I just want to talk about Game Pass because these, soft ponies, these bitches always bash this system. I'm 22 years old, a university student. I love Game Pass because I don't have money always, right?
See, it's perfect for you.
Yeah. So, of course, not every game is sweet for me, but I generally, in 1 month, just like 4 or 5 games, I beat them and I enjoy them. So I don't see any problem for me. Yes, I might be a broke university student, but I don't care what these bitches saying. Also, this little brother, the Series S, is kicking the shit out of PS5. PS5's the real.
Baby bro.
Yeah. Actual rival is, the Series S, and it's gonna kick the shit out of in holiday season. Can't wait to see these ponies' reaction, man. I don't know what to say. It was my first time.
Yeah. But,
and finally,
go on.
Thank you. And finally, Sean and Dirt, thank you for creating this community, bro. discovered the Dirt channel last year in June before E3. I didn't have any Xbox friends, because all my friends were playing on PS4. I was always alone. But after discovering Dirt's channel, I said to myself that, oh shit, there are guys like me, guys who support Xbox, guys who bleed green. So it was literally amazing for me. Thank you so much, Dirt and channel.
Thank you, bro, for supporting, man. And you know what? That's how I always felt too, man. There were like, the story, how I always tell the story back in 2013, 2014 when I found this community. And I found some pro Xbox channels. I was like, wow, look, there's some pro Xbox channels. And unfortunately, most of those guys flipped to PlayStation side. So, you know what? Let's make our own platform, bro, for like a channel where pro Xbox people can come to and talk shit about PlayStation fanboys and just have a good time, man. And that's what we have created. And we thank guys like you, man, for supporting us, bro. Appreciate you.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, Ozzy, definitely. Like, whenever you do like community game nights, join us, man. Join the Discord as well, and just join us. Like whenever we do. I know the time is different. Are you back in Turkey right now, or?
Yeah, bro. Right now I'm in Istanbul.
Istanbul, yeah, beautiful city. I've been there once. Beautiful city.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
What time is it? Still, is it 2 hours ahead of us? I can't remember.
Yes. 2 hours.
2 hours, yeah. Beautiful city, that Istanbul. A lot of good history.
Yeah.
But I appreciate the support. But make sure you join us for community game nights as well.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
of course, bro. I will. I need to, need to some in notification. I have a notification problem on Discord. I need to fix that because I don't see any notification from your server. Although I didn't mute the server. I don't know why it's.
No, but
like
my
this.
YouTube will pop
Oh,
up.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay,
Twitter.
brother.
I'll tag you next time, definitely, bro.
Okay, thank you, brother.
Okay, take care, player.
Thanks again, bro.
See you guys. See you later.
See you later. Yeah, man, awesome, man. From Oz, that's the first time actually talking to Ozzy, man.
Nice, man.
I knew he's from Turkey and that beautiful city, Istanbul.
Bro, that's amazing. We got people from other countries listen to us, man, from Turkey. Wow.
Bro, Istanbul, like the history for like Islamic over there is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
The history, the
is
museum, it's very a lot of things there, bro. A lot of things are there. The museum, bro, they got machine guns. Don't let you touch certain things there. Don't mess about.
Right.
Don't mess around. Like, from the prophets, like you just name it's crazy. Black sausage with the $2. You all see that custom Fall Guys Xbox Series?
I just saw it. Yeah,
bro. I think Cooper showed me in that. I'm like, damn, man. Why do they always do these giveaways? Is it, like these custom consoles, before we close the show out, they're fucking amazing. Amazing, but they always do giveaways.
Yep.
Why do they not sell this shit?
Because I think some of these custom consoles are so impressive that they might be more expensive to make. You know what I'm saying?
This is what they're talking about.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy that one though. That should.
I would, but I'm saying that's for like that. Yeah, but I'm saying people would buy that shit.
Yeah, definitely.
The Doctor Strange console, Shang-Chi console, it was crazy. Man.
Yeah, but I think they're like so detailed that they would be way more expensive than people.
Oh yeah, put a price tag on it.
It's true. Like people will buy. People spend $600 for that bitch.
Like I got the Halo Infinite console, limited that bitch. Fall Guys is killing it. It's like 55 plus million people have played it since they opened it up, the floodgates.
Crazy.
In 2 weeks, 50 million people play that game.
Crazy.
Just think about that. Once they open the floodgates. Yeah, Malik Shabar, shout out to you, homie, man. Game night. I'm hoping we try to do game night this Saturday, hopefully, but I might be out. That's the only problem.
No, man. Last time Sean did it on a night where I had to do another podcast.
Yeah.
So it'd be different nights, man. I might have something going on.
But we'll definitely try to dedicate it one day. Like I'm trying to dedicate Saturdays, hopefully, in the future.
Yeah. Definitely. Hey, I'll be on K Mega show tonight. Stop by his channel, check me out. Show some love. K Mega was one of those guys that was around early last generation. And you know, like he was fighting a good fight, man. He was fighting a good fight. You know, and he's still around, man. So shout out to him. So I'll be on his show tonight.
I'll put this clip there. You know when you said that? This was
And fuck that motherfucker.
Oh man.
No, shout out to K-Mag and the homie, man. But anyway, man, I love that clip. That clip's hilarious, man. But anyway, guys, great show. But yo, Dad, what's going on with you? Besides that, what's going on with you?
Not much, man. Like I said, I was on PTK show last week. Yeah, Blam show. Nothing much, man. Just like I said, I want to do another video. This topic has some legs, so I think I'm going to do another video. Maybe I'll post it tomorrow about Xbox response to PlayStation being scared to death. So just have a little fun with it. You know how I do. I like to talk shit. So yeah, I might do that tomorrow, man.
Facts, man. Anything else? You know, listen, WBG was we broke records once again, guys. WBG on Dirt channel was incredible. You know, shout out to every one of the guys coming by, supporting the channel as well. If it's WBG and TTS, just amazing to see both channels growing, and hopefully over time we just keep it growing, keep it entertaining, keep it fun, and that's what we love. Oh shit, we got Bitcoin. What's Bitcoin doing here? Your Bitcoin, don't ban him yet. Your Bitcoin, if you want to stay here for a minute, drop $5. Wick the motherfucking click with the $2. What up, your POSs? Like always, amazing episode. Facts, bro.
Thanks,
Your
man.
Bitcoin, drop me $5. You can stay for 1 minute, promote your shit.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna close the show out now in a minute. Come on, guys. But like I said about Jim Ryan.
And fuck that motherfucker.
But anyway, guys, great show, man. Shout out to my homie Dirt for being here every week and talking that shit. I absolutely love it. Sapo, what's going on, King? What's going on? Yo, Dad, I don't think I listened to that podcast, that PTK Blam. I don't think I listened to it.
It's cool. You know, like I said, like PT was another guy that was around early last gen. So yeah, he's he's still doing his thing. So yeah. That's about it.
But yeah, shout out to every one of you guys. Please hit that like button, and we'll catch you in the next one. We out.
Ain't nothing but against the party.
Oh shit! You motherfuckers on.
I thought you was gonna stop playing this outro.
Hit that motherfucking like button.
I don't give a
and
fuck,
you
I'm
motherfucking
gangster,
ponies.
'cause it's
Hit
Friday,
that
we talking
dislike
that
button
shit.
and get the fuck out of here. You
Monday
soft
was hilarious,
motherfuckers.
so fuck
And
you,
ponies.
ponies.
Jim
Fuck
Ryan
Ghost
lied to
Father
you
too.
and pimped your bitch ass to the end of the
Ponies.
west side. You motherfucking ponies know what to do. Walk down that street corner. Twerk your motherfucking ass, then put your bitch ass hands out and sell your bitch ass for those $70 games, you soft motherfuckers.